So I have a confession. Never watched any of these. The Nun, Annabelle's, all three of them, or The Conjuring. Um, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of horror franchises, to be honest. But I'm gonna start changing that over the years. But um, this was on sale. I think it was about $5 at Best Buy, and this has all six of these movies here. And this Halloween season, I'm gonna watch every single one of them. So let me explain why I never watched The Conjuring. It has a lot to do with the rating. Um, Now, I'm not offended by the rating itself, like R rating film, whatever. I don't really care. But why it bothers me is why it was rated R. Because it was scary. That's right. So, the people involved with this movie actually paid the MPAA to rate this film an R rating because they thought it would make more money. Now, I don't have a problem with the R rating, but the R rating and any kind of rating, PG, G, PG 13, and R, all are, I take them very seriously because so many idiotic people take the rating as, oh, it's this type of film, I'm not going to watch it. They don't look at the contents within the film, they just decide, oh, it's rated this, it must not be mature or adult or whatever. They look at the rating as a hardcore label for what a film should be, and that's just not okay. At the end of the day, a rating is a suggestion. Here's the contents within the film. Make your choice whether you want to see it or not, based on the contents within the film. But instead, what we do is R rating is the quote unquote adult movie, G is the only for kids movie, and PG is just G again. But then PG 13 is the movie that anybody can watch. You know what I mean? And, and like, and like, I believe all these ratings are very necessary, but when you abuse your rating, it gets very messy to me, and that's why I've never seen these movies, because that is a terrible thing to do, in my eyes. Again, ratings should be taken more seriously than they are. They We should care what a film is rated and why it's rated that, and make sure it's rated the correct rating, because of course I'm talking about the rating system here in America. So if you're not an American, this doesn't involve you, but I'm just saying. So let's talk about The Conjuring. The Conjuring is an interesting movie. It's directed by James Wan. Of course, he directed Aquaman, a bunch of other movies, a lot of horror stuff. I've so this is one of those movies that if I gave you the plot, told you everything this movie's about, you would say, oh, that's a generic, bland movie. This haunting type movie. You know what I'm talking about? People in a house, weird things are going on. Ooh, you know what I mean? It's really generic. But it works. And that's the difference, okay, between using tropes. Is this: when you do a trope, you can do it right or you can do it wrong. Not every film needs to go, all right, I'm going to subvert this trope. No. What you need, because here's the saying: just because it's done often doesn't mean it's done poorly. And this is an example of that. This movie is insanely scary. I'm not a person who gets scared easily, but it stays within your mind. It haunts you. So many images are like in my brain. It has so much frightening detail. The performances here are incredible, from the child actors to, it's just all incredibly well done performances here, and it's very slow, and like, but it has like a slow, good build-up pace to the kind of creepy, messed up crap. Of course, you could say this stuff about a lot of horror movies, but again, what sells it is those performances and the direction and all the stuff involved with it. They make this stuff work. They do it so well that it feels new, it feels fresh, it feels different, and that is exactly what works with The Conjuring. It is a kind of basic horror movie. It is kind of the film that you've seen a million times. It is kind of that type of thing, but it's done so well that you don't care. And that's the difference, right? Because if I was going to watch, what's a good example of like a really generic movie? I'm trying to think of one. I don't know, but you get the point. I'm excited to watch. I'm curious which order you're supposed to watch these in. I have no idea. Is this next? I don't know. Whatever one's next, I'm gonna try to watch one of these every single day and then kind of do a video on them. The goal is to have all these reviewed before Halloween time. I'm trying to do a lot more horror related videos due to Halloween coming up. I just bought the Poltergeist. I gotta review like a bunch of movies for Halloween, and I'm excited. I'm doing one every Thursday, but then these, since I also just haven't seen these, and I do need to review these anyways because, of course, me seeing as many movies as I do, it does require me to see newer. I do like to see newer movies, and I want to see movies that will continue to connect to this universe and why people like it. I don't know. I'm excited to check it out, but let me know your thoughts on this movie. Like I said, don't give me any spoilers for the rest of the series. I'm actually not gonna check the comments in this video. So if you want to ask me questions or blah blah blah, do that on a different video, because this is just not. Because I haven't seen the rest of the movies. I don't want any spoilers. I just don't post them. Well, you can post your comment, but I'm just not going to see it until after I've seen the rest of the movie. So